Good morning, heathens. So I wanted to make this a little get ready with me, but as close to a full get ready with me as I can. My nose has that little dry patch. I don't know if it's going to show up. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Curl Advanced Therapy Lotion and go all around the bottom of my nose because my allergies are just like hitting me rough this year. Thankfully, knock on wood, I haven't had a sinus infection yet, but my nose is raw. I'm also putting some of this lotion up here in that dry patch in my forehead. I do have a spot right here where there's still like some, I guess, mascara that didn't fully come off in the shower or something. And then I'm going to show y'all just super simple, not like it matters. So while I'm doing this, how are you? What are your plans? I have some stuff I need to go run and do today, so I just want a look that's gonna last. I've already kind of planned what I'm gonna do. Do I have it already like I should? No. I'll eventually. Oh no. Huh. I just realized I don't have a hair clip in here with me, or a hair bow. Well, that is inconvenient, isn't it? It's okay. We are going to improvise by doing something. I am going to see if I can't cut this out of my little ear flake bag. See if I can pull it out. Boom. Alright, let me fix my braid. This is my lazy haircut on wet, or hairstyle on wet hair days. I really need a haircut, which is why I said haircut. It's not most even looking. I'm gonna fix it when I'm done with my makeup, but for now, this is mainly just to make sure that it stays out of my face. And we're just gonna tie a little knot into this string ribbon thing to keep it over to the side. Yeah, that is not looking the best, but that's okay. Anyway, do I have my stuff ready for this morning? No. Is anyone surprised? Probably also no, because I am a very unorganized person when it comes to this. In my head, I know what I want and I know I should come in here and get it ready, but I don't. I never do, unless it's like brand new stuff and already on my desk. So for eyes, we're going in with the Honey palette by Colourpop. I'm just gonna get it while I'm talking, and then I'm going to find an either like black or gray lipstick to use, because for some reason that's what I feel would go good with the look. I know I've got two from Colourpop. It's just a matter of finding out where they are. Let's see if any of these are also black or gray. No. Oh, I have a blue. That's not what I want. Worst case scenario, I'll go in with like a grayish. That goes with everything, right? So to start off with, I'm going to go in with the Unicorn Glow Hydrating Primer. And I'm going to put this all over my face, and we're going to let this like sit while I do my eyes. There's not a whole lot in this bottle, and that kind of makes me sad. I have no idea what this bottle retails for full size, but I love the way it smells. If anyone else has used this and you know what that smell is, let me know, because I have no idea, but it smells so good. So I'm just, like I said, just putting this everywhere. Just trying to build a nice little base for the foundation, and we're going to let that sink in. While that sinks in a bit, I'm going to see if I can move all my skincare products from behind me and find a... They're not even over here. I am so sorry. Horribly scatterbrained. I apparently don't even know where I keep my colored lipsticks anymore because I never reach for them. So that's gotta change because I love them. I should count how many times things fall while I'm moving stuff on my desk. Alright, so let's see. This was my first thought, which is Bull Chic by Colourpop, but I kind of want a gray if I can find a gray. Now the question is, that's metallic. I don't want metallic. Okay, well apparently I don't have anything gray, so I'm going to use Wet Pearlized, which is a super old school one. It's not really gray, but I think it'll do what I want it to do. So we're going to go ahead and go in with Eyes, which, as I said, we're going to be using the Aha Honey palette by Colourpop, which is the gorgeous 9-pan yellow palette. So pretty. Love, love, love this palette. I'm going to go in with a super fluffy brush from Alamar Cosmetics. And I'm going to, ooh, it looks like this color is trying to pop out of my palette. Dandy. We're going to pop that back in. I'm going to go in first with this shade up here, Stinger. And we're just going to use this as a base all over the eyes. I'm not using an eyeshadow primer because I almost never do, but I have used this palette plenty of times without an eyeshadow primer, and I know the colors still pop really well. So I don't feel like I necessarily need one. Like, could they be more vibrant if I used one? Yeah, I'm sure. But I know what they look like without one, and I'm not upset. I don't feel like they need anything more. So this is a very subtle shade to start off with. And then I'm going to go in with Sweet Spot, which is the really, really bright yellow in the other corner. I think yellow is such a super underrated eyeshadow color. If you've been following me for a while, then you would know how much I've raved about this palette. I love it so, so, so much, and I think everyone needs it in their collection. Prior to this, I don't think I had ever used a yellow eyeshadow in my life. Yellow, not gold. I had used gold, but like a straight yellow, I don't think I had ever used. But something about it really, really drew me in, and I was so glad that I bought it and gave it a chance because it's so pretty. My hair is just dripping water everywhere, but we're gonna ignore that and pretend that it's not happening. I want to get a new little like color switch type thing from AOA Studio because mine has grown legs and run away. I'm trying to make sure this is just stained and not purple because I don't want purple mixed in with this. So I'm going to take this fluffy brush. I think this was the Ipsy and Tetris collection because it's got like all the Tetris symbols around it and no like actual words. And I'm going to go in with this shade down here, which is Oh Behave, which makes me want to watch, what was the movie? The Nanny movie. And I'm going to use this mainly on this outer edge, but bring it up into the crease to just deepen everything up. And then same thing on the other side. What is your absolute favorite eyeshadow color? I think I'm torn. Like, I love yellow, don't get me wrong, but since this is the only yellow palette I've ever used, I might just love these yellows. So I think my all-time favorite is going to be, I'm going to go in now with Totally Buggin', same brush. I think my all-time favorite is either blue or purple because I feel like they make my eyes look the nicest. I really, really, really love greens, but green is kind of the same thing as yellow. There's really only one palette in particular that if I want a green look, I use, which is also by Colourpop. It is the Just My Luck palette. I have the Huda Beauty Obsessions Emeralds palette, but I just don't like it quite as much. I find that it doesn't do what I want it to do quite in the same way that the Just My Luck palette does. Alright, now I'm going to go in with a shimmer, and I'm going to be using, it's a toss-up between Sunburst and Dandy. I think I'm going to go in with Sunburst this time, which is this top middle one. It is the lightest shimmer, but gorgeous. And we're going to put this, look at that, all over the middle and inner half of the eyelid. Like, you can't tell me that is not absolutely stunning. You just can't. And if you do, I don't believe you. So, you're just wasting your time. Because I think that shade is beautiful. It's super underrated. I think this whole palette is kind of underrated. I'm cleaning up some of the fallout because trying to pack that shade on did give me a little bit, which again is why I like doing my eyes first. And then when I'm done, I'm going to take one of the other colors and go in for a brighter inner corner. My hair is driving me absolutely insane. How did I forget a hairband? I always have one on my wrist. Where is it? You see the indentation. I know where it is. I'm being hypothetical. Not really. I'm gonna go in with the Believe Beauty foundation. I have mine in the shade Porcelain. I bought this because, well, one, because it's super affordable. This brand can only be found at Dollar General. And Allie Glines here on YouTube really enjoys it. If you've never watched her, stop what you're doing and go watch her. And it looks so good on her. So I was like, well, it's only $5 because everything with this brand is $5 or less. So I was like, well, you know, if I can find a shade that works for me or looks like it might work for me, it's worth trying. Because if it doesn't work, okay, I've lost a whole $5. It's not as bad as going and buying, you know, a foundation from another brand where you're wasting like $20 on the wrong shade or a formula that doesn't work for you. So I went and gave it a shot, and I don't use it that often, but I do enjoy it. Like, I like the finish it has, which I didn't think I would, because when I first started really using foundation, I wanted like the mattest of mattes. Like, pretty much if there was any shine to my skin, I didn't want it because my skin was way more oily, and I think that's just changing. I mentioned it a few videos ago, but I think that's mainly changing due to, you know, getting older, but also having developed, I'm gonna let a little more light in here, developed an actual skincare routine. I think that's really helping my skin even out. I don't know that toners are necessarily supposed to help with oil production, but I feel like ever since I started using a toner regularly, more so than anything, which I started doing when I received the Pixie Glow Tonic, I think it was, from Ipsy. I started using that, and then I bought a Pacifica one from Ulta, and then got the First Aid Beauty Radiance pads most recently from BoxyCharm. I think those have all definitely helped. Maybe that's all in my head. Maybe it's something completely different. I don't know, but look at how nice this looks. It doesn't cling strange to any patches. Even that weird dry, not dry spot on my temple looks good. It's not clinging to my forehead. Into my nose a little bit. But overall, I like the way this looks. I do have a bit left on the back of my hand, so I'm going to make sure I take my wipe and clean that off because I don't want that getting all over everything. So I'm going to go back in and finish up the eyes real quick. So I'm going to take the same brush that I was using last, whatever is still on it, I'm going to pinch it and take a bit along the outer lower lash line. It's really hard to do on this side because I am right-handed. I'm just trying to build some shadow under my eye since yellow is a really, really bright shade. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of that sunburst shade on this side. I feel like the other side just wound up a little brighter. There we go. And then I'm gonna go in with my pinky. No, I'm gonna use a brush for this one. Yeah, we'll use this little brush and I'm gonna tap into Dandy, which is that really gold shade that keeps trying to pop out. And we're just going to tap that around the inner corner and under, and then I'm gonna do a little swoop, also like Allie Glines does. I feel like this whole video is just like watch me try to be Allie Glines, and I'm really sorry. Not like she'd ever watch it, but I'm definitely wanting to give credit where credit is due. These are all tips and tricks that I had mentioned from watching her. Not like the inner corner stuff, but the swoop and discovering Honest Beauty, which it does set itself pretty well. So I'm not going to powder. I'm going to go in with a little bit of highlighter. I'm going to use a palette I have not used in a while, which is the Revolution and Soph highlighting palette. And again, she's obviously another YouTuber. If you haven't watched her channel, you also really need to. I think she's very funny and very, like, also down to earth. She does, like, vlogs, so you get to see her outside of the channel. I'm gonna go in with this gold shade, and we're gonna see how this goes, and I might have to go in with the little champagne shade beside it. I don't remember how this gold shade looks on my skin, so we're gonna find out. Oh yeah, that's fine. I was afraid it might be a little too dark. Hello? How? What is happening? If you couldn't tell what just happened, I somehow got foundation on my thumb. I think it was from moving the makeup wipe. I probably picked it up right where the foundation was because, you know, my luck. But we're just gonna bring this all over. I go all the way up on my temple with highlighter. That's obviously not something that anyone has to... Yeah, see, it looks too dark. Alright, I'm gonna go in, like I said, with the champagne shade over here and hope that I can lighten it up a bit. And you need the smallest amount of these, by the way. They're all super pigmented. Hopefully by layering this on top, it doesn't just make it even worse. Hopefully we can actually lighten it a bit. Not exactly. I can still see the shadow being cast on this side. My ribbon fell out. I'm just becoming a mess the longer this goes on. Let's try to wrap this up, shall we? Alright, so I'm going to go in with lipstick. I still don't really know what I want to use. I'm just gonna do this because this is kind of like a grayish. My lips are not exactly the softest right now. I'm gonna take the smallest amount of my Hannah lip treatment in clear and try to just soften my lips a bit, because the lippy that I'm about to go in with, while I really, really love the formula and the colors, can be a little harsh on dry and cracked lips as far as the looks. See, I love the way this highlighter looks, but it's leaving that cast. We're gonna deal with it. I'm gonna go in with the NYX Lingerie in Scandalous, which is like the closest thing they have to a gray gray. You see how gray that is? Now I'm super afraid, just by the way this feels, that because I put that lip treatment under it, it may not dry down completely. Which would be really sad. These get a lot of hate, but they're some of my favorite lipsticks. Alright, now I need mascara. Ooh, let's go ahead and use some setting spray first. I'm going to go in with the Tarte Stay Spray. Smells so good. Now mascara. I'm going to go in with the Ciate London Wonderwand mascara. I always want to call it Wonderland mascara, and that's just not right. I'm trying not to be too aggressive with pushing it back because I don't want black specks on my eyeshadow today, because on the yellow they would really, really stand out more so than on my like more natural looks. I think this mascara is about done for. My leg, I wish I could show you, is literally just got this one spot on it that's just wet from my hair dripping. I'm gonna go and throw that away. Now I'm gonna go in with, is this the small one? Yeah, that's not the one I want. This brand has two mascaras that I have, and one is like a super thin wand. Okay, this is the Marcelle Extension Plus Curl, and it's got like a super curly wand. I'm just gonna take this back over the tops. So this side, I don't know what happened, but I had some eyelashes fall out, and there's like a little spot in the center, I don't know if you can tell, that's just like missing lashes. It is not cute, and I'm sorry. Oh my god, the more the sun comes out, because it was early when I started filming this, the more the sun comes out, the more I can definitely see this shadow. But that's okay. We're here, and we're gonna make it work. Yeah, my hair is just not cooperating now that that ribbon's gone. But yeah, so this is the final look, as disheveled as it wound up. I love the eyeshadow. I like the way the lips look with it. It gives it a little bit of something. You know what I'm talking about. Let me know your thoughts down below, Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. I love just sitting down here, just doing something different. Subscribe if you want to see more of that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!